20th. And thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And word of a warm-up, got to bring smiles to people's faces.
Yes, today it's going to be a nice spring day in the 60s and then a summer day tomorrow in the 80s.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to summer we go.
Yes, I love the 80s. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are pretty chilly outside. Frost is possible to head out the door this morning. Just 28 degrees in Inlet and 32 degrees in Richfield Springs. But the good news is that today we will reach the low 60s later. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Checker 2 Doppler radar. There is a warm front approaching from the west. That's why we are seeing this warm up. And it is very possible that we could just be seeing a passing shower or two, especially south of the Mohawk Valley as this warm front comes in. But it does look dry today, and it looks like we will be seeing partly cloudy skies. So this warm up does start today. We reach the 80s tomorrow and the 70s on Saturday. But then a cold front moves in Saturday night. That does bring rain Saturday night into Sunday with cooler weather. So let's enjoy these next couple of days. Today is going to be the first day of the warm up in the 60s with sunshine. I will talk a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. A warning from Utica.
Welcome back. Today we are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies, so lots of breaks in those clouds with extra sunshine and warmth coming in tomorrow. We do see some more clouds coming in Saturday, but still looks nice and dry during the day. And then that cold front approaches Saturday night. That does bring in widespread rain and cloudy skies for Sunday. So if you are gardening or anything like that, all those plants that are sensitive to the cold and frost can be brought back out today. We will be in the 60s, probably need to water as well, and definitely need to water tomorrow as we remain dry and get warm in the 80s. Then as we head into Saturday, we cool down a little bit more and see a little bit more cloud cover. Still need to water though, but then Sunday, Monday, we do see some rain coming in from that cold front. So this early weekend looks like the best 2 days are going to be Friday and Saturday. Sunday it looks to rain for most of the day. Friday will be in the low 80s with sunshine. Saturday we will be seeing extra clouds come in, but still warm and in the 70s. Gary.
Anna, thanks. The U.S. Supreme Court has temporarily.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out pretty chilly this morning with frost possible, but we will warm up today. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Partly cloudy skies here this morning. We were seeing clear skies overnight. That's why we did drop so low, but now some clouds have moved in. It is going to be partly cloudy today, but we will reach the low 60s. Temperatures at this point 30s and 20s, so pretty chilly. Just 28 degrees in Inlet, 35 degrees in Whitesboro and in Little Falls. And taking a look to the south, 36 degrees in Cooperstown and in Hamilton. We will reach near 50 by noon and in the low 60s today with dry conditions. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but there is a warm front just to our south. So we did see some clouds move in overnight, and it is very possible to see a passing shower south of the Mohawk Valley due to this warm front approaching, but it does look mostly dry, and it looks like we will be seeing sunshine and warm weather for today with a nice spring day ahead. It's also not going to be windy outside, so temperatures are going to feel like the actual temperature, nice and comfortable. Once again, around noon, we'll be near 50 and in the low 60s later this afternoon for the high temperature. So if we did want to do any activities outside, I would say yes through Saturday. We will be warmer today, 80s tomorrow, so we'll warm up even more tomorrow. Tomorrow night, there is the possibility of a passing shower. That's due to this warm front moving through, but it looks dry for most of the day, and that looks to come in at night. Then we will dry out again for Saturday. We'll be in the 70s. Saturday night, that's when we can see our next chance of rain and possibly some thunderstorms due to the following cold front moving through. But Saturday during the day looks nice. We'll be in the 70s with storms and rain coming in later, and the showers continue on Sunday, and we get much cooler into the 50s. Next week is going to be cooler, but not as cool as it was in the beginning of this week. We will be in the 50s. So for the rest of today, expect partly cloudy skies. As we can see, a few Or an isolated shower or two is possible south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, but it looks to clear out and we look dry for the rest of the day, reaching the low 60s. Then tonight, we only drop into the 40s and we do see sunshine and warmth tomorrow. We will reach the 70s at noon and the 80s for the high temperature. Then tomorrow night, like I said, a passing shower is possible due to that warm front, but not a lot at all, and still remaining warm overnight and warm into Saturday. We will be seeing partly sunny skies and we will be in the 70s on Saturday before that cold front approaches. So for today, expect sunshine, highs in the low 60s, and only dropping into the 40s tonight. And we will warm up even more tomorrow into the 80s. Tomorrow night, a passing shower is possible, but we are dry with some sunshine and still warm on Saturday before that rain comes in Saturday night, Gary.
83 tomorrow.
Yes, so tomorrow, another summer-like day, nice and hot.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, same.
Especially you.
I love the warmth.
Hannah, thanks. The time right now, 5:19. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And today, 60s, tomorrow, 80s. It's only looking up for us.
Yes, we'll warm up today. It's like going to be a nice spring day. Tomorrow, it's going to feel like summer in the 80s, and then Saturday, 70s.
So a brief bout with winter again, and now we're back to spring and then summer.
Yes, so it's going to be nice. I'm
boom, boom,
excited. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are pretty chilly this morning. We are in the 20s and 30s, 27 degrees in Inlet, 35 degrees in Little Falls, Whitesboro, and in Cooperstown. Frost is possible this morning, but we will warm up to the low 60s this afternoon, and we will remain mostly dry. This is our York-Full Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are going to warm up due to a warm front moving in, so as this warm front moves in this morning, it is possible to see a brief passing shower, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. So today, though, we will be mostly dry with sunshine. The warm-up starts today. We will be even warmer tomorrow in the 80s and 70s on Saturday. Then a cold front moves through Saturday night with rain and cooler weather returning on Sunday. So for today, expect partly cloudy skies, highs reaching the low 60s. And I will talk a little bit more about the warm-up this weekend coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. New this morning, the fight over the nation's
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. A chilly start this morning, just 36 degrees at the Givers Park Airport in Rome, but we will be seeing calmer winds today, and we will be seeing a big warm-up. So right around noon, we'll be in the 50s and then in the low 60s for the high temperature, so pretty warm, a nice spring day ahead. Tomorrow, we get really warm, though. We'll reach the low 80s with sunshine. It's another taste of summer. Same thing for Saturday, 75 with some sun. We do see a cold front move in Saturday night, though. That does bring in widespread rain for Sunday, and it cools us down next week. We're going to be in the 50s, so not quite as cold as the weather that we just saw in the beginning of this week. So today we will be much warmer than the past couple of days. It will continue to be warm through Saturday, and then we see that rain and cooler weather return Sunday. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. It's a story we've been on since last.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with partly cloudy skies this morning, and it is a bit chilly, but we will warm up today. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As we can see, some clouds and some clear skies to start. We did fall below freezing for some of us last night, so some of us are waking up with some frost, but we are going to warm up again today. We'll reach the low 60s and then again tomorrow. So temperatures this morning, once again, pretty low for April, just 27 degrees in Inlet, 34 degrees in Dowdesville, 33 degrees in Deansboro, and if we look to the south, we have 32 degrees in Norwich and in Skenevis. We are dry at this point on our York-Full Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but there is a warm front approaching us. That will come in today and warm us up, but it is possible to see a passing shower just this morning south of the Mohawk Valley due to this warm front approaching. But overall, today is going to be a nice day with some sun. We'll be right around 50 degrees at noon and in the low 60s today for the high temperatures, so it is going to be a nice day, a nice warm up from the 40 degrees days that we have been seeing. And it is going to warm up even more tomorrow. So if you did want to spend time outside, I would say yes today. We'll be in the 80s with sunshine tomorrow again, and in the 70s on Saturday. So tomorrow night, that warm front does move through. There is the possibility for a few passing showers Friday night, but then we dry out for a nice day again on Saturday. And then Saturday night is when we do see some showers move in due to a cold front. So during the day on Saturday should be fine. We'll be in the 70s, but then we do have that cold front approaching Saturday evening, Saturday night. That does bring in possibly a few thunderstorms and showers, and that does cool us down next week with some rain, but we will not be as cool as we were in the beginning of this week. Next week, it looks like we'll be seeing temperatures in the 50s. So for today, expect possibly a passing shower south of the Mohawk Valley just this morning, but then once that warm front moves in, we'll be sunny. Right around noon, we'll be 50 degrees, and then later we'll be in the low 60s. Tonight, we will not getting as chilly overnight with the low just in the 40s. Then tomorrow, we really warm up. Around noon tomorrow, we'll be in the 70s, and then later in the low 80s with sunshine and nice weather for the day. Then tomorrow night, it is possible to see a few passing showers, as we can see here. That's going to be overnight as the warm front moves through, but then we do dry out for Saturday. Saturday morning, we'll be in the 50s. Around noon, 1 p.m., we'll be in the low 70s, and in the mid 70s for the high temperature on Saturday. It is going to be a little bit windy. That's ahead of the cold front, and as you can see, the cold front approaches from the west Saturday night. So for today, expect sunshine, highs reaching the low 60s, not really any wind, and then we drop just to the 40s tonight. Tomorrow we reach the 80s, possibly seeing a few passing showers tomorrow night, but then we are going to be seeing sunshine and dry weather again on Saturday with that cold front moving in Saturday night, Gary.
Let's get ready for some good weather for a change, right?
Yes, especially today, tomorrow, Saturday. It's going to be nice, so I'm excited.
Beautiful. Hannah, thank you. Well, a monumental voyage. Thank you for joining us here on this Thursday. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And our Thursday is going to be a nice, pretty warm one.
Yes, we'll be in the low 60s for the high temperature, so it's going to get a little bit better with some sun.
Yeah, after a couple of days of winter,
yes,
things are back to normal, right?
Yes, so spring now and then even like summer tomorrow. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are in the 30s this morning, so frost is possible. We just have 31 degrees in Richfield Springs and 26 degrees in Inlet, so pretty chilly start, but we will warm up today and we will remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. The only thing is that there is a warm front moving in, bringing us this warm weather. So south of the Mohawk Valley, it is possible to see a passing shower just this morning. The rest of the day looks sunny and once again pretty warm. A nice warm up starts today. We will be even warmer tomorrow in the 80s and in the 70s on Saturday. We do see a cold front then approach Saturday night. That does bring in showers, possibly through a few thunderstorms, and the showers cooler weather continues for Sunday. So for today, expect sunshine, highs in the low 60s. I will talk a little bit more about the weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. A warning from Utica Police.
Welcome back. We are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies for today with extra sunshine and warmth coming in tomorrow as highs reach the 80s. We do see some clouds coming on Saturday, but still nice and dry during the day. But then we see our cold front move in Saturday night. That does bring in widespread rain and clouds Saturday night and Sunday and some of Monday as well. So if you do have to garden or water your plants, I would say yes for today, tomorrow, and Saturday, since it will be dry and we will be seeing warm weather and sunshine. The warmest day of this week looks to be Friday. Then Sunday and Monday, it's going to cool down to the 50s, and we are going to see some rain showers that will be widespread on Sunday. So this weekend, the best days are looking like tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow, we will be seeing sunshine in the 80s. Extra clouds do come on Saturday, but it still looks dry and in the 70s. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. It's a story we've been on since
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with partly cloudy skies this morning, and it is pretty chilly, but it will warm up. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As we can see, clouds are decreasing this morning. Pretty chilly. Frost is possible. If we take a look at what our sky watchers have, we are mostly in the 30s, but even up north in the 20s. 26 degrees in Old Forge, 34 degrees in New Hartford, and taking a look to the south, we do have 35 degrees in Milford and 33 degrees in Westford. Pretty chilly chilly start to the morning, but we will reach the 50s by noon and in the 60s for the high temperature. We are dry as well. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. There is a warm front approaching, and this is what is going to warm us up. But as you can see, with that warm front, some isolated showers. It is very possible to see a passing shower, especially south of the Mohawk Valley just this morning. It is going to be a nice day with sunshine, though, and we do look dry for the rest of the day. We are also not really going to be seeing any wind, so the temperature is going to feel like the actual temperature. We rise up pretty quickly, 50s by noon and by 1 p.m., and then low 60s later into the afternoon. So a great afternoon to spend outside, a nice warm up from those 40s that we have been seeing. And tomorrow and Saturday will warm up even more. We'll see 80s tomorrow with sunshine. A passing shower is possible tomorrow night due to the warm front moving through. Then we will dry out for more sun on Saturday in the 70s. Then that cold front moves through Saturday night. That does bring in some more widespread rain for Sunday. So it looks like Saturday is going to be pretty nice in the 70s with partly cloudy skies, a little bit windy, but showers and possibly a few thunderstorms do come in Saturday evening, Saturday night, and then that continues into Sunday. It cools us down. So we will cool down next week, but it's not going to be as cool as it was in the beginning of this week. It looks like we'll stay in the 50s. So for the rest of today, expect a passing shower possible this morning, but we do look dry with partly cloudy skies, near 50 at noon and in the low 60s for the high temperature with some sun. Then tonight we only drop into the 40s and we do see warmer weather tomorrow. Tomorrow by noon we'll already be in the 70s and in the low 80s for the high temperature with some sun. Then tomorrow night, looks like 7, 8 p.m. it is possible to see a passing shower or two. That's due to the warm front moving through. Then we will dry out for Saturday, seeing partly cloudy skies. It's just going to be a little bit windy. We'll be in the mid 70s for Saturday, and a cold front moves in Saturday night, bringing in some more showers. So for today, expect sunshine, highs in the low 60s, great day to get outside, and not getting as chilly overnight into the 40s. Another great warm day tomorrow as we see the 80s with some sun, and same thing for Saturday, 70s with some sun. We then see a cold front bring showers into Sunday, Gary.
So a great day today for your Boilermaker training, right?
Yes, today. And then tomorrow, honestly, it may be like even too hot in the afternoon. Because I ran last week, it was like 85. I was dying.
Yeah. Today might be the better day.
Yes.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And even the thought of warmer temperatures has people's moods increasing, right?
Yes, it's definitely going to feel a lot more like April today. We'll be in the 60s with some sun, and then summer tomorrow in the 80s.
80s.
Yes, back to the 80s.
No running tomorrow for you. Too hot.
No, it's too hot. I ran last week. It was too hot. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are pretty chilly in the 20s and 30s. 30 degrees in Richfield Springs, 33 degrees in Cooperstown and Westmoreland. So it is possible to see some frost this morning, but we will warm up pretty quickly. We'll reach the low 60s for the high temperature. And here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is because a warm front is moving in from the west, so it is possible to see a passing shower just this morning, and that's going to be south of the Mohawk Valley. But overall, we are going to be partly cloudy today, dry and warming up. So the warm up starts today. We'll get even warmer tomorrow in the 80s with sunshine and in the 70s on Saturday. Then Saturday night we see a cold front move in. That does bring in widespread rain and possibly a few thunderstorms for Sunday, and the cooler weather also returns on Sunday. So for today, expect sunshine, highs reaching near and in the low 60s. I will talk a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. New this morning, the fight over the nation's...
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Pretty chilly this morning, just 33 degrees being measured at the Griffith Park Airport at Rome. Calm wind speeds though, but since it is pretty chilly, frost is possible. We are going to be seeing sunshine today and we will warm up. Today we will reach the 60s, so it's the start of our warm up. It's going to feel a lot more like end of April today, but then we feel a lot more like summer tomorrow in the low 80s. Remaining warm on Saturday, 75 degrees, and then the cold front moves through Saturday night. That does bring in cooler weather next week, but it's not going to be as cool as it was in the beginning of this week. It looks like our highs are going to be in the 50s. So today is the first day of our nice warm up. Today, tomorrow, Saturday, great days to spend outside. We will be seeing that cold front approach Saturday night, and that does bring in rain for Sunday, Monday, and it cools us down. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The U.S. Supreme Court has temporarily
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out pretty chilly this morning, but we will warm up and see sunshine today. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As you can see, sunshine to start here this morning, but it is pretty chilly. Most of our temperatures are in the 30s. The good news is that today is the start of our warm up. We will reach the 60s. But once again, our sky watches this morning, 20s and 30s. So frost is possible. 26 degrees in Old Forge, 33 degrees in Clinton. And if we take a look to the south, we have 35 degrees in Milford and 33 degrees in Westford. We are dry at this point on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and we will be seeing sunshine today. There is a warm front moving in though from our west. That is what is bringing us this warm weather, and it is possible just to see a passing shower or two south of the Mohawk Valley this morning because of this warm front moving in. But it does look mostly dry today with some sun, and most of that rain looks to stay to our south, but it is possible once again the southern valleys sees this just this morning. But Nala and her neighbor this morning really happy about the warmer weather and the sunshine. Today she is saying hi to Pippi Marie, who looks super sweet. So she and Nala do have plans to, sunbathe through the window this afternoon as they see the first warm day in a couple of days with some sun. If you did want to spend time outside, I would say yes for today, and it's going to be even warmer tomorrow, back into the 80s. We do see a passing shower or two possible tomorrow night. That's due to this warm front moving through. But then we do dry out for Saturday. We see sun again in the 70s on Saturday, so a little bit cooler but still warm. And then we see a cold front move in Saturday night. So Saturday during the day looks really nice in the 70s with sunshine, a little bit windy ahead of that cold front that moves in Saturday evening, Saturday night. That does bring in possibly a few thunderstorms with widespread rain for Sunday, and it does cool down. We're not going to be as cool as the beginning of this week though. Next week will just be in the 50s, so not as cool as those 30s and 40s that we have been seeing for the past couple of days. This morning though, once again a passing shower is possible to the south, but it looks mostly dry, and we do remain sunny today. 50s at noon, and then low 60s for the high temperature. Overnight, we only drop into the 40s, not getting as chilly as last night. And tomorrow will warm up even more. Around noon tomorrow, we'll be in the 70s already, and in the low 80s for the high temperature. But then tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, a passing shower is possible. That's due to this warm front moving through. But then we dry out for Saturday. Partly cloudy skies for Saturday. We'll be in the 70s for the high temperature Saturday, and then we do see an increase in clouds Saturday evening, and that's ahead of the cold front bringing in some rain for Sunday. So for today, expect sunshine, warmer weather. We'll reach the low 60s, and then we will only drop into the 40s tonight. We will warm up even more tomorrow in the 80s, definitely feeling a lot more like summer tomorrow. We see a passing shower or two possible tomorrow night. Then on Saturday, we dry out to sunshine. We'll be in the 70s with the cold front approaching Saturday night. Gary.
So, a couple of days to enjoy after this brief bout with winter again.
Yes, we'll be 60s, then 80s, then 70s. So I would say today through Saturday look nice.
Wow, thanks for the good news.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. The time right now is 6:49. Still ahead on Sunrise.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And you might not need that Penn State blanket too much longer over there in the Weather Center, huh?
I know, yes. It's a little chilly in here because it's in the 30s this morning, but we'll warm up. We'll reach the 80s tomorrow, which is good.
Yeah, a lot of golfers out there looking forward to the next 3 days.
Yes, today, tomorrow, Saturday look really nice. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. A little bit chilly. We are in the 30s. Frost is possible when heading out the door this morning. We do have 32 degrees in Westmoreland, Whitesboro, and Earlville, and 30 degrees in Richfield Springs and Lake Pleasant. We are dry at this point on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, but we are going to be seeing this warm weather today due to a warm front moving in. So a passing shower is possible this morning, as we can see out to our west, seeing some rain out there Passing showers possible, especially south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, but it does look dry today with some sunshine. Highs will reach the low 60s. We will reach the low 80s tomorrow and in the 70s on Saturday, so continue to see nice warm weather. But then we do see a cold front move in Saturday night with rain and cooler weather returning Sunday. So for today, expect some sun. Highs reach the low 60s, calm wind speeds, and I will talk a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. A warning from Utica.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some sun this morning, but it is pretty chilly. Frost is possible. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Although it is a chilly start, we will warm up today. It's the first day of our warm up with temperatures reaching the low 60s later this afternoon. Our sky watchers have us, though, right now in the 20s to 30s, just 26 degrees in Old Forge and 34 degrees in New Hartford. And if we take a look to the south, we have 35 degrees in Milford and 33 degrees in Westford. So a pretty chilly start. We will reach near 50 and in the low 50s already at noon, and then the low 60s for the high temperature. At this point, we are dry on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, but there are some showers out to our west. This is due to the warm front that is approaching us. So that's what will warm us up today, but it is bringing in some showers to the west. With the way this is moving, it is possible to see a passing shower south of the Mohawk Valley this morning. But then after that, we are going to be dry, seeing sunshine for the rest of the day. So if you did want to spend time outside, I would say yes for today. We're going to be even warmer tomorrow in the 80s again. So definitely yes for tomorrow. And Saturday will be in the 70s. So yes for Saturday as well. A great next couple of days coming in. We are going to be seeing a cold front approach Saturday night, though. So it moves in Saturday night. It does bring in widespread rain for Sunday, possibly a few thunderstorms Saturday night as well. And it will cool us down next week into the 50s. So not as cool as the beginning of this week, but it still will be cooler than tomorrow and Saturday. So for today, expect possibly passing showers south of the Mohawk Valley this morning. But then after that, we do clear out. We see sunshine, temperatures near 50 at noon, and in the upper 50s and the low 60s for the high temperature today. Then overnight, we only drop into the 40s for another warm day tomorrow. We will reach the 70s at noon tomorrow with sunshine, and in the low 80s for the high temperature with sunshine tomorrow. But tomorrow evening, it is possible to see a few passing showers, and same thing with tomorrow overnight. That's due to this warm front moving through. And then on Saturday, we will clear out. It's just going to be a little bit windy. We'll be in the 70s, the lower 70s at noon, 1 p.m., and in the mid 70s for the high temperature. We do see an increase in clouds Saturday night with some showers and possibly some thunderstorms coming in overnight. So today, sunshine, low 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, mid 40s. Tomorrow, low 80s. We get warmer, mid 70s on Saturday. A cold front moves in Saturday night. That does bring widespread rain for the beginning of next week, and it cools us down into the 50s.
And boy, is it a good one today. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking temperatures at this point right near 50 degrees, so it already is warming up, much warmer than the past couple of days, and we will be even warmer over tomorrow and Saturday. So right now we are measuring 48 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. A little bit of a breeze, but not as windy as yesterday. And we are seeing sunshine and dry conditions now. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Mostly sunny skies for the rest of the afternoon, and highs are expected to reach the low 60s. So that warm up does start today. We will continue to warm up, though. Tomorrow will be in the low 80s, and Saturday will be in the 70s. So it is going to be a nice couple of days coming in. So make sure to enjoy them, because then a cold front moves through Saturday night, bringing rain and cooler weather as we head into the beginning of next week. So for today, expect sunshine, highs reaching the low 60s, and I will talk a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Sadly, at least 78 people have.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking really nice weather today. After a couple of days of cool weather and clouds, we are seeing some sunshine. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As we can see, blue skies, very little cloud cover. It's not too windy, and we will warm up today. Temperatures will reach the low 60s. Our sky watchers now have us just near 50 degrees, even have 43 degrees up in Old Forge, 49 degrees in Clinton, and 48 degrees in Cassville. And it's not feeling too cool outside because there's not really any wind, just a little bit of a breeze. We are dry at this point now too. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A warm front did come in, and that did bring in a shower or two south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, but we are all dried out at this point with sunshine and a really nice day ahead. Calm wind speeds, and once again, there's those clouds moving out. Very little cloud cover for central New York. So Nala and her neighbor this afternoon, very, very excited about the warm weather and to sunbathe. Today she's saying hi to Pippi Marie, who looks really excited to sunbathe with Nala through the window today. It's just going to be a really nice day, so make sure to get out and enjoy it. A nice spring day as we reach the low 60s. Definitely enjoy tomorrow as well, because it's going to be in the 80s. So it is going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow. We will reach the low 80s, and then we still will be warm on Saturday in the mid 70s. So 3 really nice days to spend outside today, tomorrow, and Saturday before some rain comes in for the beginning of next week. A cold front moves through Saturday night. That does bring in storms and showers overnight into Sunday, and it does cool us down for next week. Not quite as cool as it was in the beginning of this week, but we are going to be in the 50s. So for today, expect sunshine for the rest of the day as we reach the low 60s. And then tonight, we don't get as chilly. We only drop into the 40s. Tomorrow is really going to warm up. We will be in the 70s at noon already, and then in the low 80s for the high temperature. But then tomorrow night, there's a possibility to see a passing shower or two. That's due to this warm front moving through. But it does clear out pretty quickly. Saturday morning, starting out in the 50s, and we'll be in the 70s at Saturday around noon, 1 p.m. Saturday's high temperature will be in the mid to upper 70s. We will see an increase in cloud cover heading into Saturday evening, and then those showers and storms coming in overnight. So for today, enjoy the warm weather. We see sunshine, and we do reach the 60s. We only drop into the 40s tonight. Tomorrow we will reach the 80s, and then Saturday we will reach the 70s. But once again, a passing shower is possible tomorrow night, and showers come in Saturday night due to the cold front. Gary?
Who doesn't love the 80s?
I love it. I want to live somewhere where it's 80 year-round.
Well, we'll see. Hannah, thanks. Sadly, though, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking a really nice day today, and a little bit warmer in comparison to the past couple of days with some sunshine. Right now we are measuring 48 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. A little bit of a breeze, but overall a really pleasant afternoon is expected as we continue to see the sunshine. We will warm up into the lower 60s. And we are dry at this point on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Very little cloud cover is expected, and we look to remain dry through Saturday. So the warm up starts today. We will reach the low 60s, and we'll even be in the 80s tomorrow and the 70s on Saturday. So a couple of nice days are coming up, feeling definitely more like summer tomorrow and Saturday. But then a cold front moves in Saturday night. That does bring in rain and cools us down for next week. So for today, expect sunshine, highs in the low 60s. Make sure you get outside and enjoy it. I will talk a little bit more about the weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. We now turn to Texas.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking a much warmer day today with highs expected to reach the low 60s. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As we can see, very little cloud cover, beautiful blue skies. Overall, a really pleasant afternoon across central New York expected, and we will be warmer once again in the 60s. Our sky watchers right now have us mainly right around 50 degrees. We do have 43 degrees in Old Forge, but then we have 48 degrees in Cassville and 47 degrees in Cooperstown. So overall, a lot warmer than the past couple of days, and we are tracking sun. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, all dried out this morning. We did see a passing shower or two south of the Mohawk Valley due to the warm front coming in, but that is all cleared out. We are seeing sunshine, very little cloud cover as well. Those clouds have cleared out, and just a slight breeze, so it's feeling nice and comfortable outside. If you did want to spend any time outside this afternoon, I would say yes. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Tomorrow we actually reached the low 80s with sunshine, so tomorrow is going to be like a summer day outside. We do see the possibility of a few passing showers tomorrow night due to the warm front moving through, but it does still look mostly dry, and it does dry out for Saturday. Saturday, we will be a little bit cooler in the mid-70s, but that's still warm, still seeing some sun. And then Saturday night is when the cold front moves through. So if you do have anything planned this weekend, I would say tomorrow and Saturday are going to be nice days. Saturday is going to be a little bit windy, and then we do see some rain and possibly a few thunderstorms come in later in the night on Saturday, and that does continue into Sunday, and it cools us down a little bit, bringing temperatures into the 50s for most of next week. So for today, enjoy the weather. We will reach near and in the low 60s, and then tonight we only drop into the 40s. Then tomorrow we really warm up. Around noon tomorrow we'll already be in the 70s, and in the later afternoon we will be in the low 80s. But tomorrow night it is possible to see a few passing showers. We could see here on our Skycast, but it moves through pretty quickly, and we will be dry for Saturday. Saturday morning we will start out in the 50s, around noon, 1 p.m. in the lower 70s, and in the mid 70s for the high temperature on Saturday. We will be seeing extra cloud cover moving in Saturday, late afternoon, early evening, and that's ahead of some showers from that cold front. So for today, expect the 60s, warmer weather, really nice and pleasant outside, and then we only drop into the 40s tonight. Tomorrow, we actually get pretty hot. We reach the low 80s again, and we'll be in the mid 70s on Saturday before a cold front approaches Saturday night, bringing cooler weather next week.
Look
Gary.
at that, 3 nice days in a row.
Yes, make sure you enjoy today, tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, people are loving themselves some Hannah today, that's for sure. Hannah, thanks. Well, it is a story we've been on since last.
And now for our first look at the forecast, we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Boy, what a difference a day makes.
So beautiful today, sunshine, and it feels much more like spring than yesterday. Our current temperature is 60 degrees. We have a light wind and lots of sunshine, very dry air in place too, and that means it is going to cool off very quickly tonight, and it's dry across the entire area. A live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperatures will fall into the low 40s to upper 30s tonight, but it won't be as cold as last night. A lot of places fell into the 20s. It's going to feel a lot more like summer tomorrow, as well as Saturday afternoon, as temperatures soar, as much warmer weather sticks around, at least for the first half of the weekend. Rain returns on Sunday, along with much cooler weather. This evening, temperatures in the 50s, partly sunny skies. We're tracking some swings in temperature as we head into the next couple of days, along with our next chance of rain, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation mobile exhibit.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Back to spring here in central New York after a chilly, cloudy couple of days. The weather is going to swing in a different direction as we head into tomorrow and to start the weekend. Saturday, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-70s with some storms late. Most of those will happen after sunset. On Sunday, showers and cooler weather. Those showers look to be around in the morning. We should see a return to maybe some sunshine. So Sunday, things are trending a little bit better than what they looked like earlier this week. A little bit more opportunities for sunshine by the end of the day. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's completely dry across the area. Our Utica National Tower Cam shows plenty of sunshine. Again, just a pleasant day across the area. Temperatures are in the 50s, and it's a great day to get out and do some yard work. Friday looks nice too, as well as Saturday. However, it is going to be a lot warmer. Temperatures tomorrow will skyrocket into the 80s, and Saturday is going to be a warm day too. But it does look dry. Sunday, again, showers in the morning, not the best day to get out and do yard work. Our temperature trend, again, we are going to be way above average tomorrow. The warm temperatures return for a day. On Saturday, we're into the mid-70s. Then, again, we take that dive, and that's where we're going to stay next week. It doesn't look as cold as, say, yesterday. We're in the low 40s, but it is still going to be chillier than normal for mid to late April. Temperatures will be in the low 50s throughout most of next week. Local temperatures, Dolgeville 61, Little Falls 62, Whitesboro 60, Deansboro 57. Across Southern Valleys, temperatures in a little bit warmer down here. Cooperstown 64, Sherburne 64, Norwich with 63. A great evening to take the dog out for a walk. Temperatures will be in the 50s. Tonight's featured dog is Kaya from Fairfield. If you want to be part of this, head to Facebook. Search for Bill's Buddies. High pressure taking control of our weather. It's going to lift the jet stream to the north and draw in some very warm weather here tomorrow. Tonight, it's still cool. Overnight lows drop down into the low 40s. We'll see sunshine first thing tomorrow morning, and it is going to warm up tremendously. Temperatures go from the 40s to the low 80s, almost a 40-degree swing in temperature throughout the course of the day. The weather looks dry throughout the day, but Friday night, we may see a few showers as a very weak cold front arrives. The weather on Saturday looks nice and dry. Tonight, partly cloudy, down to 41. Tomorrow, very warm, a high of 83. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, it is looking windy as we get into Saturday night and early Sunday. As that cooler weather arrives, temperatures will be in the 50s as we head throughout next week, with rain chances Monday and Tuesday and sunshine returning Wednesday and Thursday. So summer is here for a day. It'll be back, though.
That's good.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy it. All right, thanks, Bill. Today marks the 5th anniversary pieces after a string of overnight storms that targeted the middle of the country. The worst of the damage was in Oklahoma, where at least 3 people were killed. Jay Gray has the details.
Debris stretches for miles, neighborhoods left in ruins. Every building on the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University damaged during overnight storms.
Last night, OBU campus experienced the worst natural disaster in its 113-year history.
Oh, that's a tornado.
A string of as many as 8 tornadoes ripping across Oklahoma. The storms killing 3, 2 of those victims in Cole, the small town on the outskirts of Oklahoma City.
Complete chaos. You know, we walked outside, trees everywhere. There's metal everywhere. Just everything's, just destroyed.
Power lines and trees pulled down as the system pushed across Iowa and Kansas as well. A day later, the extent of the damage still unclear.
These rural areas are spread out on dirt roads, on gravel roads, and it makes searching very tedious, meaning we have to go from place to place and walk up driveways and things like that to search these areas.
A process that will take days, while the cleanup and recovery for those hardest hit will take much longer. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Let's get you back to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. So if you're an early riser like Bill and I used to be in the old days, you would see something like that.
Well, I have a puppy, so I might get woken up at this time anyway. 4:58 tomorrow morning. If you are up at that time, Starlink satellites will be visible. SpaceX launched a few days ago, and usually the few days after the launch, the satellites are visible, and then they become dim. But again, for us locally, this is the time they fly by, 4:58 tomorrow morning. Skies will look partly cloudy, should be visible for about 4 minutes. They'll be around for the next couple of mornings too, but I think skies are going to be best tomorrow morning. I wanted to give a shout out to the folks that came out to the town of German Flats Town Hall yesterday. Gave a speaking engagement here about summer weather. So talked about some of the historic flooding events that have happened in Herkimer too. And I had a great group that came out last night. Live look at the Arco Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry and it stays dry this evening. Temperatures will be in the 50s. Very warm weather tomorrow. We'll take a look at how long it lasts coming up. Jason, back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Demolition in South Utah.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Spring has returned to Central New York. Temperatures climbing into the 50s and 60s today after a very chilly day yesterday. Here's the time lapse of the afternoon. This is our Cavi Tower Cam. Not much has changed here. We've had bright sunshine throughout the course of the day. A couple of clouds rolling in from time to time, but it's been a really nice day. Our sunset continues to get later and later. This is what 8 p.m. will look like over the next couple of weeks. The sunset officially crosses the 8 o'clock threshold the last day of April, so in about a week and a half. And you can see our sunset times go beyond 8 o'clock. In fact, next month, the sunset at this time will be 8:22. So again, the days continue to get longer and longer as we approach the summer solstice, which is still a few weeks away. Our rain chances increase as we head into the next few days. It's dry tomorrow, a couple of sprinkles tomorrow night. Saturday, a better chance for rain again, also late in the day. So both Friday and Saturday during the daytime, it should be dry. On Sunday, some scattered showers early in the day, and then widespread rain is expected to arrive Monday. It's dry across the region this evening, and it is a lot warmer. Putting in the numbers today for the sky watchers, again, the numbers are about 20 degrees warmer today compared to yesterday for pretty much the entire area. West Leiden, 57, Barneveld, 58. How about 60 in Mohawk, Schuyler, New Hartford, Clinton, and Curtis Corners? Across Southern Valleys, even warmer in some spots, 61 in Morris, 62 in Worcester, and 61 degrees in John's backyard over in Frankfort. The weather's changing. We have a strong shift in the jet stream to the north. You can see the winds to the south, to the west of us, turning into a more southerly direction. You can see the showers going to the north here. The weather is going to remain dry tonight. We're looking at partly cloudy skies. It'll cool off, but it won't be as chilly as last night. We dropped down into the low 40s. Tomorrow, it warms up dramatically. By lunchtime, already near 70 degrees, into the low 80s in the afternoon. Could see a pop-up shower after sunset Friday. This is all part of a weak cold front. That's one of the reasons why it's going to be cooler Saturday, relatively speaking. Saturday, we start out temperatures in the 50s. I think we'll make it into the low to mid 70s Saturday afternoon. It's dry during the day, but you can see the very end of this by 8 p.m. showers and storms to the west. That'll be our weather Saturday night and into early Sunday. Tonight's partly cloudy. We're down to 41. Tomorrow, we're looking at a very warm day, temperatures in the low 80s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Windy on Saturday, 75. A few showers here on Sunday and a better chance for rain as we head into Monday and Tuesday. It does cool down. Not quite as cool as yesterday, though. Temperatures will be in the low 50s. Overnight lows drop down into the low to mid 30s. Sunshine returns on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be right back.
Forecast tonight at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
It's a warm day. Spring is back. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Temperatures have made it to 60 degrees at Griffis and Rome. Sunny skies, light winds. A much more pleasant day to be outdoors compared to yesterday. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry across all of central New York. Our weather headlines, not as cold tonight. It'll be cold. We'll drop into the low 40s to upper 30s, but it'll be about 10 degrees less cold compared to last night. It's going to feel a lot more like summer tomorrow. Temperatures are going to climb into the low 80s. Saturday will feel warm too. Rain looks to return on Sunday. We're taking a look at that weekend forecast. Partly sunny skies this evening, temperatures in the 50s. Some big swings in temperature over the next couple of days. We're taking a look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Today on World Weed Day.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Things are changing in a big way. We're expecting temperatures to climb into the 80s tomorrow. It won't be quite that warm heading into the weekend, though. Saturday, looking at a temperature of 75 degrees with partly sunny skies. A few thunderstorms will be arriving late Saturday, but I think the day will be dry. At night, it will be wet. We'll have some rain early Sunday and then some sunshine expected Sunday afternoon. So there's been a change there. It looks like we'll at least get some sunshine before the day is done. A lot cooler, though, highs in the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. With sunny skies tomorrow, just a reminder, sunscreen is going to be necessary if you're going to be spending time outdoors. The UV index at a 7, which is about as high as it gets for this time of the year. It usually peaks out between an 8 and a 9 in the summertime. So again, especially during the middle of the day, The sun is quite strong. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Nice and dry across the area. Here's a time lapse of the afternoon in, well, this is about a 5-hour time lapse from downtown Utica. You can see lots of sunshine, very few clouds today. We will see a few clouds tomorrow, especially late in the day, but the weather generally stays pleasant for the next couple of days. Barneveld 58 degrees, John and Schuyler 60, Inlet 56 degrees. We're about 20 degrees warmer now than we were at this time yesterday. Cooperstown 61, Milford 60, and John and Frankfort checking in with 61. We can thank a large shift in the jet stream for the change today. That shift is going to continue tomorrow, bringing in that warmth. We'll generally stay dry here over the next couple of days. Some small chances of rain to point out. Tonight we are dry. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We'll start out tomorrow morning with sunshine, a beautiful day. We're in the mid-40s at 8 o'clock in the morning. In the afternoon, we warm up quickly, already into the 70s by noontime and into the low 80s in the afternoon. We're dry during the daytime, but after dark, after sunset, a few showers are possible. This is all part of a very weak cold front, which will mean Saturday won't be quite as warm as Friday, but still, it looks nice Saturday, mid-50s in the morning. We'll climb into the low to mid-70s in the afternoon. Saturday evening, notice by 8 p.m., this line of rain and even a few rumbles of thunder to the west. That is a cold front that will be arriving Saturday night. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 41. Tomorrow, beautiful day, but very warm. We're up to 83. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Windy on Saturday, especially late in the day, a high of 75. Again, rain is expected Saturday night, showers early Sunday. It is much cooler next week. Not as chilly as yesterday, but we're in the low 50s with rain on Monday and Tuesday. Return to at least some sunshine by Wednesday and Thursday. Jason, back to you.
I can handle that. That's the kind of good stuff we're looking for, just some sunshine right now.
And things will be changing next week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Well, you may have seen weather forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Kardis. Okay, we've seen this before. It is as cool as you might think it is.
Yeah.
You just got to get, you and I get to see it at night. Now it's moving to the very early morning.
Yeah, so SpaceX launched a bunch of Starlink satellites. These are the satellites that are connecting the world to the internet. And a couple of days after launch, they're visible in the night sky. It happens to be the early morning sky here. 4:58 in the morning, visible for 4 minutes. We should have pretty decent sky conditions if you're up early. It's worth checking out. Like mentioned, Jason and I have seen them before. It is quite the sight. Let's take a look at the radar this evening. Things are looking dry across central New York. We have mostly clear skies across the region. Again, things are looking pretty quiet. It was a nice day today. Temperatures made it to 60 degrees. We're now sitting at 50 with partly cloudy skies, a south-southeast wind at 3 miles an hour. It's going to be a warm day tomorrow. Temperatures will climb into the low 80s, into the 70s by Saturday. It does cool off Sunday and Monday. With a return to more typical temperatures for April. Partly cloudy skies tonight. We're down to 41 degrees. Again, a very warm afternoon. We're taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow as the kids head off to school. Look at that bus stop forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The most powerful.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Kardis.
A lovely weekend, or at least a lovely start to the weekend, is expected in Central New York. We're going to have very warm weather tomorrow. Saturday, temperatures will climb into the 70s. We could see some thunderstorms late in the day. A better chance for rain Saturday night and into Sunday as a cold front arrives. And then Sunday will be a much cooler day with temperatures in the mid-50s and a few showers, especially in the morning. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Make sure you have it on tomorrow. The UV index, which is a measurement of the sun's strength, is a 7. What does that mean? That means it's about the same as it is in August. That sun angle is very high this time of the year. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet across central New York. A time lapse of our tower camera overlooking Oneonta. You can see the sunset, mostly clear skies. And just a lovely evening here in central New York. A lot warmer today than yesterday. We are noticing a few extra clouds starting to work in from the north. I think we're dry. A lot of these showers that are out there to the northwest of us will pass to our north. There is a warm front in the process of moving through tonight. And again, it could give us just a few extra clouds. Temperatures overnight drop into the 40s. Tomorrow is going to be a warm day. We start out cool, but temperatures climb very quickly. We go from the 40s to the low 70s by lunchtime. We'll be into the low 80s in the afternoon. Lots and lots of sunshine. A small chance of a pop-up shower. This is what it looks like at 11 o'clock in the evening. Again, this is all part of a weak cold front that will roll through the area tomorrow night. All that does is it slightly takes the temperatures down. So we don't do back-to-back 80-degree days, but it's still nice on Saturday. We're looking at partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-70s. It's not until Saturday night that a much stronger cold front arrives. You can see the leading edge of it to the west by 8 p.m. Saturday. That's approaching Syracuse. That'll be arriving locally Saturday night. Partly cloudy skies tonight, low of 41. Beautiful day tomorrow, a very warm afternoon, a high of 83. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The winds pick up late Saturday, and it is going to be windy Saturday night. Saturday's high 75. Much cooler as you head into Sunday. Again, some showers early, 55. Widespread rain expected Monday and Tuesday. Cool, temperatures near 50. The weather does warm up. We'll see a return to some sunshine with temperatures in the mid-50s Wednesday and upper 50s on Thursday. BRB.
Let's look at the forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, where we are talking about the Starlink satellite train. We've seen this in the evening, but we're switching gears a little bit, right?
Yeah, so this is going to be visible tomorrow morning, very early in the morning, so maybe the middle of your night.
That's for sure.
But it might be worth it if you're going to be up at this time anyway. This, by the way, this satellite train, there's going to be 21 satellites. This was launched yesterday.
Oh, wow, cool.
From SpaceX. So it's the few days after the launch that we're able to see them, and it just happens to be in the morning time. 4:58 a.m., visible for 4 minutes. You're going to look for a train of bright lights across the sky, and it's really neat. I do encourage you to do that. We have partly cloudy skies expected. It's dry across the area this evening. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperature-wise, we are continuing to cool off. We're 52 degrees, but it is warmer at this time than it was yesterday when we were down to 32. Clear skies across the area. The weather is going to stay warm tomorrow, a high of 83. But we do have some cooler weather, though, that will return beginning on Sunday. Tonight's partly cloudy down to 41 degrees. We are tracking some nice weather as we head into the start of the weekend. A look at the forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The most powerful rocket.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a look at the weekend. It's looking nice. We're going to start out Saturday with some sunshine and warm temperatures. We'll make it into the mid-70s. A cold front arrives Saturday night. It brings around thunderstorms, or at least a few rumbles of thunder. And rain showers will be around first thing Sunday morning. Is going to be a lot cooler with temperatures in the mid-50s. As we take a look at our UV index, having some clicker issues here, we're looking at a UV index of a 7 as we head into the day tomorrow. What does that mean? 7's about as high as it gets for this time of the year. The sun angle is about as high as it would be in August. So sunscreen, 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 especially if you're going to be outside in the middle of the day. The sun is strongest around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are expecting plenty of sunshine across the area. Here's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The weather is looking clear tonight. A time lapse from our Oneonta camera. You can see the sunset this evening. Turned out to be a really nice day, a lot warmer than yesterday, and we're going to continue that trend into tomorrow. Jet stream driving to the north, bringing in some much warmer temperatures, also keeping the showers at bay. We will see some unsettled weather arriving as we head into tomorrow night. Storm Tracker 2 skycast tonight, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. It's sunny first thing Friday morning. It's beautiful. Should be a nice day. Temperatures warm up quickly. We're close to 70 by lunchtime. In the afternoon, we're into the low 80s. So it's going to be a very warm day. After sunset, a few scattered showers are possible. There's going to be a very weak cold front that moves through. The only thing that does, aside from gives us a shower, is it'll knock the temperatures down a few degrees for Saturday. So instead of being in the 80s for 2 days, we'll be in the 70s Saturday afternoon. Still very pleasant and a great day to be outdoors. The winds will be picking up as we head into Saturday night. And this, to the west, is the beginning of a cold front that will be rolling in as we head into Saturday night. Partly cloudy skies tonight, low 41. Tomorrow, very summer-like. Sunshine, high of 83. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's windy late Saturday. Saturday's high 75. Sunday, some showers in the morning, 55. It's cooler next week. Temperatures in the low 50s Monday and Tuesday, widespread showers. And then a return to sunshine, warmer temperatures Wednesday and Thursday.
I think the bottom line here is enjoy tomorrow while you can.
Yes, and Saturday should be pretty nice too.
We'll take it. All
Yeah.
right, thanks. Coming up next.